It may not seem like it when you're watching an Adam Sandler film, but acting is quite hard, and sometimes quite deadly. Actors put themselves in danger more than you think. In fact, there's a surprisingly rich history of actors almost ending up dead on set, and unfortunately, some actors ending up dead. Whether it's actors taking their method too far or the cruel hand of fate simply messing things up for kicks, there have been a number of very high-profile TV actors who have almost lost their lives in the name of their art. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 actors who almost died filming major TV shows. Number 10, Ian Somerhalder, The Vampire Diaries. His Tumblr fans would hate to even entertain the idea, but The Vampire Diaries' beloved star Ian Somerhalder almost went from undead to full dead when a choreographed fight scene with a co-star went wrong. Co-star Nathaniel Buzelich? I don't know. I don't watch The Vampire Diaries. He revealed in an interview that he almost killed Somerhalder whilst filming some dramatic fight scenes that didn't quite go according to plan. He refused to go into details, simply saying something did not work, and well, thank God Somerhalder lived, otherwise his co-star would have been torn to shreds by a fleet of 14-year-old girls. Number 9, Matthew Fox, Lost. In a moment that sounds exactly like the plot of a Murder, She Wrote episode, Lost's lead actor Matthew Fox was almost undone when someone swapped props around on him. In the preparation for the knife fight scene between Jack and Terry O'Quinn's lock, it was decided that the collapsible knife looked too fake, and that they would film the stabbing up to the penetration moment with a dulled real knife before swapping. Initially, they couldn't find a protective vest that looked real, and it took a stunt coordinator's insistence for them to let Fox wear one, as even collapsible knives hurt. Unfortunately, the knives ended up being swapped, and O'Quinn stabbed his co-star with the real knife, which was only stopped by the protective stab vest that he very nearly didn't wear. Number 8, Sophie Aldred and Elizabeth Sladen, Doctor Who. For a family show, Doctor Who has tried to kill not one, but two of its actors. Firstly, in the Battlefield serial from the 26th series from 1989, Ace ends up trapped in a water tank, and during filming, the glass tank cracked and broke, sending water flooding onto the studio floor. Realizing the impending threat of electrocution, Star Aldred was lifted out of the tank as the water poured out, narrowly averting a gruesome conclusion. The second case of near accidental death came during filming for Revenge of the Cybermen, which took place within a cavern at Wookiee Hole Caves. The scene required Sarah Jane Smith to drive a boat in a whirlpool, but the boat went wild and Sladen had to jump free and tread water in heavy boots before stuntman Terry Walsh dived in to save her from drowning. Number 7, Everyone, The Brady Bunch. In what sounds suspiciously like an urban legend of the sort that always seems to be attached to roller coasters and fairgrounds, Robert Reed pulled a Final Destination and saved the lives of his co-stars. In the episode The Cincinnati Kids, the Brady Bunch visit Kings Island Amusement Park and ride the Racer roller coaster, which would have been captured by a camera mounted on the front car. Apparently Reed, who played Mike Brady, thought the rig didn't look safe and insisted on a test run first, during which the camera flew off and would have killed the actors had they been in their seats. Number 6, Simon Bird, Friday Night Dinner. In an interview with Digital Spy, British sitcom star Bird, best known for being socially awkward and sexually embarrassing, don't knock it, it's a living, confirmed that he thought he was dying during filming of his otherwise comedic success, Friday Night Dinner. In a bid to make a violent scene between him and co-star Tom Rosenthal look as convincing as possible, something they always sought, things got out of hand and Bird found himself being choked and claimed he could see the light at the end of the tunnel. That might have been method acting, or it could have been Rosenthal exacting revenge on Bird earlier, jumping on his knee and snapping his ligaments. Number 5, Craig Charles, Red Dwarf. In a classic episode, Backwards, a prop designed to make a famous secret look authentic almost led to star Craig Charles dying during filming. The central premise of the episode was the discovery of an alternate Earth where time runs backwards, and it called for a sequence in which Charles walked out of a lake, which was shot backwards, so he walked into the lake. You get me? You get me. Problem was, Charles had weights in his pockets to keep him from floating, but he managed to get his foot stuck in mud whilst underwater and would have drowned if not for the rescue mission that freed him. Number 4, Bob Denver, Gilligan's Island. When asked about his favourite moments working on Gilligan's Island, star Bob Denver revealed that one particularly popular episode almost led to him becoming lion food. The scene consisted of Denver attempting to barricade himself away from a wild lion, failing to notice that the lion is already in the room with him. Unfortunately for Denver, the lion was clearly hungry and attempted to pounce on the actor, only to be thwarted by slipping off a bed, allowing the trainer to tackle it mid-air to stop it mauling Denver to death. Number 3, Aaron Paul, Breaking Bad. Season 1 episode Crazy Handful of Nothing represents a major development in the story of Breaking Bad and marks one of the moments where Walter White transforms into Heisenberg. It also could well have resulted in the death of Aaron Paul, whose character Jesse Pinkman was originally supposed to die in the first season anyway in an early abandoned pitch. Basically, he narrowly missed being crushed by a boulder. That is some Roadrunner shit. The boulder was positioned on top of the RV holding down a tarp, and a sudden gust of wind blew it off along with the tarp right onto the spot where Paul was standing moments earlier. The only reason he wasn't killed was that he had chosen to ask the director if he could try an alternate take from a different spot. Number 2, Kristen Chenoweth, The Good Wife. While the Brady Bunch managed to escape the danger of faulty, unsafe equipment, former West Wing star Kristen Chenoweth wasn't so lucky on the set of The Good Wife. She was cast in a recurring role as a political reporter in the 4th season, but in only her first episode she was left unconscious when a light fixture fell on set during filming and hit her in the face. She then banged her head on the floor, sustaining a skull fracture, broken nose, spinal and rib injuries, and cracked teeth, and said later she was unable to even form a sentence in the wake of the injury. And number 1, Jeff Chase, Dexter. Apparently nobody got the memo about not using real knives that came in the wake of Matthew Fox almost being stabbed to death, as the exact same thing almost happened in Dexter, almost leading to the death of stuntman Jeff Chase. In preparation for a scene in which he stabbed a kill room victim, following the guidance of Dexter, Jimmy Smits didn't realize he had picked up a real knife and not the fake one he was supposed to use. Chase was unable to tell Smits as he was bound and gagged, and by the time Michael C. Hall was shouting for him to stop, it was too late and Smits had brought the knife down. Incredibly, Chase was saved by a small piece of plastic that covered his heart and which Smits had missed 8 out of 10 times in practice. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.